And let's move on to that. How they will look when wet. Stretch very, very well. Interesting pattern here. Look at the elegant flowers depicted here. Hello, everyone. Today we will have a wet versus dry fitting. One of the tights is already on me, which we will be testing. And let me show you 3 other models. Like this looks like our second model. Ours is transparent. Then our third model. Ours is also like this, mesh and transparent. And our last fourth. They are different for us. They are such a red color for us. Very beautiful and interesting looking. Very cool. And let's start with those, which are already on me. Well, this is what these first tights look like. They are very interesting. They have different patterns. They look like infinity. They look very interesting. I really like how they sit. They fit well. Stretch very, very well, which is a big plus. I really like their material. It's nice, they're pretty weightless, that they don't even felt. And here on the tips of our feet, there's this closed thing, which covers our toes. And accordingly, when we wear shoes, nothing will happen to us interfere, that they can be mesh. They are very beautiful and elegant. They can be combined. Very easy to wear to work in everyday life. Just at home, for example. If you like it that way, you can wear them to a meeting, to a party, that they are very interesting and beautiful. They will attract attention. There are also these small dots here. They are very, very beautiful. I like how they look, how they sit. Very slimming. Legs. They also go high-waisted, which is a big plus. Tastes are very convenient. Accordingly, they can be worn with a skirt or with a dress. With some, it will look very beautiful and harmonious. They will also work well here. Let's say heels. But if you don't like heels, then they can also go well with sneakers. And let's move on to see how they will look when wet. This is how these tights look when wet. To be honest, it seems to me that it is not noticeable at all, since there is simply nothing to get wet here, but it has not lost its so to speak stretchable shape. They also stretch easily and well. And let us move on to our next tights, and let this will be. They are so black. These are our second beautiful tights. They fit so well and beautifully. They look nice. I like them very much. By the way, be sure to subscribe and click the bell. They have a more interesting pattern here, and quite good. It's really cool. And let's take a closer look at the pattern. There are some very interesting waves here. The stripes are long. And here we have these holes made, but from the minuses, and that they came to me in not very good condition. Since here and here on the leg I have small holes, but it is not particularly noticeable. But just if you look from another foot, where there are none of these big holes, then you can see the difference right away. But they are very good. I like them. They are also good stretch. I put them on easily. They come off easily. This one is very big. They have a plus. They are also lightweight. They are great will do for summer. I wouldn't say they were good for the weather, which is in spring or autumn, most likely only for summer weather, and due to the fact that they are quite light. That's what I think. They can be worn to some party, or even just to the office and go. I'll take them for a walk. They'll go great with some shoes, sandals, and sneakers. I really like their style. They are also high-waisted, and they fit and look very nice and cute. That's why I think that They can easily be paired with an outfit. That's it, and I think you can even combine them with some shorts, or maybe with cropped trousers. That would look very interesting. And let's see how they would look wet. Well, now we'll wet them and see how they look wet. Honestly, at the moment, I don't see that. They get wet somehow. Rather, just nothing changes. They stay on and stretch easily. That's why I think that you can even wear them in the pool and go swimming in them. And let's move on to our next tights. And these will be the ones red. Well, this is what our third tights look like. They are very beautiful. I like them very much. Look at the elegant flowers depicted here. I like them very much, very comfortable. Good, beautiful looks. But to be honest, I don't really like the color, because it seems to me that it doesn't really suit me. Maybe if they were black, it would be better. But otherwise, it's a pretty burgundy color, good. That's how elegant they look. Very beautiful. And they look good. I think they can be combined with some dresses. Even shorts. They can easily be matched to them image. Well, let's say I wouldn't recommend wearing them in rainy weather or windy because they're very thin. There's a lot of mesh, and so most likely you might get blown through, but they're very elegant look for warm weather, which is a very, very big plus. I really like their style. They also stretch very well, which is a big plus, that they can fit a size larger because how they stretch. They are also high-waisted, where there is a very convenient elastic band, which also stretches very well. And this is how they look beautiful from all sides. They look very elegant and cute. I really like it. And let's move on to how they'll look wet. Well, now we'll see how they'll look wet. But at the moment, I don't see, so that they become somehow wetter. So that something changes. That's it. They still remain well stretched. That is, nothing changes. Well, maybe it became a little darker fabric, but no more than that, they remain. You could say they are dry and will fit well to go to the beach. And let's move on to our last tights. And here they are. Here they are, our beautiful fourth tights. This is what they look like. I really like them. Here we also have such beautiful, lovely flowers. I really like them. There are a lot of little squares. Triangles different, which look very nice. That's how elegant and beautiful they look on the leg. Very nice. And they stretch very well. They can go with any look. Let's say we can wear it with heels or even sneakers, with sandals, and we can also combine it with skirts, with dresses with trousers. With shorts, there are a lot variations. How we could wear these tights. But we can also use other various uses. Let's say you can wear them not only on your legs, but we can make some kind of sweater out of them, or wear them as sleeves. If you trim them here, or even use them as gloves, because there are a lot of holes, and I think you can easily stick your hand through. And we'll get gloves like these. And also on the tip, we have this darker one, black, so that our feet feel comfortable, our toes when we put on shoes, and nothing rubs or bothers us. They look very beautiful and elegant. They look good like this. Very, very interesting. And let's move on to that. How they will look when wet. Well, that's how we're trying them now. But in appearance, they don't really change at all. They also remain stretchy, and nothing else. Even the fabrics become somehow darker. Everything remains as it was, and nothing changes and, well, that's all we have. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye, everyone.